Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching A Touch of Tarot. My name is Genevieve and we are going to do the Friday Oh Boy karmic reading now for those of you that are interested. I will be moving karmic readings over to my Pick a Card channel because I would like to keep this channel nice and lovey-dovey, but for now, because I'm not onto that right now, and my Pick a Card channel is Jeannie Tarot. I actually missed my Wednesdays pick a card, but I do put videos up Wednesdays and Sundays. So I figure that that can be a spot where these readings can go. I'm thinking about it. Because I know people still need karmic readings. They are still dealing with the situations. Everyone is on a different level with that. And I want to make sure everyone gets the message they need to help them on this journey. Because that's the main thing here. Wow. Okay. I'm going to put that back in and see what comes out. So I'm pulling two cards here. One for your person and one for the person they're dealing with. Here we go. Let's see what we have here. That was like about to do a little flip there. Look at that. Love it. Wow. So I'm going to go with the masculine and feminine energy here and work off of that. And this was the first one to come out. And first thing I noticed, because it was in reverse, was humility. And what that tells me about the karmic is this karmic is doing anything to avoid humility. The other words here, now I don't read these cards in reverse, but that's just a message there. She's doing anything to avoid destruction. Some of you, the karmic may actually look like that. That's a very specific look you have there, that they have there. And she's in a field like that looks like a self-built cemetery. You know, there's only 3 tombstones here at this time, and this is about disillusionment and champion. The name here is Gianni, the maid, guardian of saints. This woman doesn't, this is the message I'm getting for you guys. It's not funny at all, but she doesn't want to work, okay? She doesn't want to work for anyone. She wants to live off of her person that she's with, you know, this person she's with right now, or anyone. These may be 3 other people she was with that she wanted to live off of. She may have a whole cemetery full of men somewhere else in another country, or women, depending who the karmic is in your situation. This woman wants to feel like a champion. She cuts. I don't know. She cuts. She's harsh. I don't like to say these things actually, so I'm not going to go there yet. Not yet. But let's just say she has to work on her soul. She changes her image, possibly for each situation she's in. Maybe she has multiple personalities for some of them. But I literally feel like, you know, for some of us, the karmic was actually almost an imposter. I just feel like I saw an energy over on my right side. That's very bizarre. But an imposter. She looks for fields of gold, which to me, I guess, means money in a person, someone who has abundance, a lot for her to cut out. You know, she wants to come and take the harvest. That's where that cutting energy comes in. With the masculine here, we have King of Duat, Orsisis. I'm pronouncing it totally wrong. It's probably like a god everyone knows the name of, Osiris. Anyhow, sorry about that. So right off the bat, you know, I just did a love reading and we had the King and Queen of Pentacles show up. The King still went back in, but point being, but right off the bat, what this tells me about the karmic situation is they are not equals. Not at all. This woman, like I said, does not want to work. She does not want to be humiliated. And to her, humiliation is losing. She rather live in disillusionment or portray, falseness to people to look like a champion than lose, than be humiliated and someone walk away from her. God, King of Duat, is what we have here. And this king is representing commitment, acquisition, and responsibility. This king wants commitment. He wants to be responsible. He looks into himself and he knows that. And I think when he went and he met this person, he took on those energies. I'm going to be committed to you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to live with you. I'm going to raise the family with you. I'm going to be responsible for us. I'm going to honor us. Little did he know he's getting involved with a maid. And it's nothing wrong with being a maid. I'm not dissing anyone. I'm not dissing anyone. But I'm saying he's getting involved with someone that doesn't want to even do anything. She wants to be taken care of, the champion. And there's, the funny thing is this masculine probably had no problem taking care of this woman. He probably liked that at one point when he thought he was dealing with someone that had a heart of gold or a pure heart, pure intentions. There's also issues here of abandonment. This is a little girl issue this woman has here. She really looks for someone to take care of her. Maybe she had a really close connection with her father maybe at some point, and he took care of her, and maybe he left. Maybe he passed away. Anything could have happened. So she looks for other masculine energies to take care of her, okay? And I do feel like this woman has done this before with the gravestones behind her. So that is where we begin here. Let's see. Between the two of them, what's the energy? Let's separate that because they are separating anyways. So we can just create that separation there. And between the two of them, I'm going to keep this quite simple and short, but look what we have here, the Hierophant. Needless to say, there's not much more to say. This couple may be married, and if they're not married, I hear like common law energy, like they've been together, they are associated as husband and wife by the outside world. But sorry, bud, is like I just get that vibe, like sorry, bud. There has been an energy that has stepped in. This is the Wheel of Fortune in this deck, and this is about the divine fate stepping in and taking charge with the Ace of Swords under there. This intervention is cutting this connection because as you see, these three fates or three energies, divinity here helping body, mind, and soul, they're carrying this yarn, this wool, this ball of string, and it's gone on for too long. It looks like it's an endless ball of string, but all you got to do is cut it. This connection has gone on for too long. The reason that it is going to be cut is because there is a need to walk away from this connection for both parties. It's time, this is just me saying this, but it's time this girl grows up. 8 of Cups at the bottom. So let's just go right into her. Let's see what she's up to. What is she up to? And then I'll clarify. I'm not even going to look at all of that because I'm sure she's up to all of that. Yeah, I get it. Please. So this is the thing with the walking away here, the 8 of Cups. I feel personally, and I'm going to clarify that right now actually, before I say that. She's stopping someone from walking away. And look what we have is the 3 of Cups here. But it was almost on the side, and she's stopping with this sword. It's almost like this sword is like, it's like she'd rather die than lose. That is what I pick up. She does not want, this woman knows this masculine is about to walk away into a union with someone else. This woman knows that this masculine, with the Knight of Swords here, is watching someone else or wants to be somewhere else. And she doesn't want this. She doesn't want this happiness. She, you know, she even doesn't want the happiness of walking away herself. I don't know if she doesn't know that there's happiness in endings, you know, when you truly cut someone off and you start over and start a fresh life. See with this, she's no. She doesn't want the masculine to walk away. That's what it has to do with. Because this card here is my card about magic or hypnosis, or, you know, look into this girl's eyes. This girl may have poisoned this masculine in many ways, or I hear for some gotten him addicted to something like drugs. That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe, wow, that's weird. Imagine she's like putting a little bit of something in his food every day, or his smoothie or something like that, you know. That's weird and that's gross. But I mean, it happens. I know it happens. She's doing anything. This woman, she's gotten to a very desperate spot. There's a lot of energy here where she knows the masculine is actually sexually attracted to someone else. Like, she knows. This woman knows. This woman actually may know of you. This woman may actually watch you. Because we do have the Knight of Swords here. And I know it's usually like the Page of Swords or whatever we call the stalker. But she's already in that stalker energy. She looks like a Page of Swords. Let's hear more. How is she feeling about the masculine? Here. 10 of Cups, and you know, at the bottom we have the 7 of Swords here. What that tells me is she is quite aware that there is no love, but she likes the energy of that home life, is what I hear. That look at us, look at our 10 of Cups energy. Even though, where is he? He's not here. Look at where he is. He wants to run. But this also says she's in denial with the 7 of Swords. She's, you know, what does she think about him? She knows he is no longer here. She knows that this love has completed its course. It's not even, you know, to be honest with these two, this energy I'm picking up on, sure, there was something in the beginning. I feel more like this masculine felt like a protector, maybe got himself wrapped up in this situation and then didn't want to walk off. And if you watch the last reading, I do discuss that, the love reading that we do, where he had family issues and he doesn't want to be like his father, or he doesn't want to portray or do to others that happened to him. Be abandoned, abandon someone else, let someone down, let the family down. You know, he doesn't want that. So there is this energy here of denial. She's quite aware this person wants to go. She's quite aware the only reason he stays around is because he's stuck there for some reason, okay? And that's, I'm sorry, I got caught. I was looking at a message or at one of the comments and I got to not focus on there. Sorry, guys. How does she feel about him? It's almost like she feels like she has she's picked the last apple off his tree. Now, I don't know what that quite means, but it's like she feels like she's gotten the best of him. Or she's waiting to she's like finishing him off. I don't know how to put that. You know, she's taken a lot from him and she's like, oh, he still has a few more apples on that tree and I'm going to get them. It's something like that. And it's really weird. I thought I saw an apple for a second. My gosh. So what's her plan or anything? Can you tell us some more about this energy here? What's her plan? We already know her one plan. Let's just see what's coming out here. So what her plan may be is, if this masculine is going to leave, Justice, if he's going to walk away, her thoughts are she will take him for everything he has. She may have actually communicated that when I look at the card here. Let me just move this over so you can see them. When I look at this Justice card, she may have actually made those threats to the masculine. And Once she said those threats, you know, guys, watch what you say. I'm sure you've grown up now, but I'm sure when you're younger, I've been there and I've said some really harsh things to people I was dating because I was like, you know, I had my own issues. And they don't forget that, okay? No one forgets these things. And I think that this woman has said some really harsh things to the person that you're interested in, your masculine, and he has never forgotten that. She may have said, you know, leave and watch and see. And you know, if honestly, as someone who uses words to, or well, I don't use words like that anymore, but when I was younger, and in that dark zone, I could say something very light and it would affect, you know, the person I was with very heavily. And literally, it could be something as simple as, okay, you want to go? Go. But it's in the tone of voice. It's in the energy you send. And it can literally make a man quiver with fear. And I feel like that's the type of energy this woman has here, where she doesn't really say too much, but she has casted this energy of fear. She has implanted is a better word, implanted. Let's clarify some of this. The walking away. Let me clarify that first. Or I think I did clarify that walking away, but here we go. I did clarify the walking away with her not wanting him to come to union and telling you that she actually knows about you. She knows about the third party. And yeah, like this is the Three of Pentacles. So she does know about him wanting to put his energy elsewhere and end a situation. She's aware he's taken off his goggles. This is a big message here because here are her eyes. It's not even that she's taken off his goggles. He's put on goggles. This is my card about hypnosis, magic, whatever it may be. And I always notice in this card, this guy has some really thick glasses on. And at times I would say he doesn't see because his glasses are too thick. But what I pick up here is he's actually blocking out the bullshit of this woman. She's no longer able to hypnotize him. The energy she's sending him, you know, that Eight of Wands was on the bottom. It's no longer able to penetrate into his bloodstream, into his system. He may not even eat at home anymore, to be honest with you. If they're still living and residing under the same home, going through divorce or whatever may be happening, he may no longer even eat there because he doesn't trust her. Page of Wands. 10 of Swords, but it was even somewhat like, you know, on the side because this woman, or sorry, the funny thing is this is the 5 of Swords, but there's 10 swords here. This is an interesting card. There's actually 10 swords. If you look at the bottom, there's 5, and at the top, there's 5. Frig, I lost that message when I was saying the 10 of Swords, but it turned to the 5. Anyhow, she's definitely trying to, she's fighting. She's fighting to stop this person from getting to his sunlight, from going, from leaving, from getting to his true queen. She's trying, she's fighting it. King of Cups. Yep, definitely. So to clarify the King of Cups, we have the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Now, this is interesting because this is about someone wanting to leave. This masculine may have to actually plan this out, or he may be in the middle of making plans on his own. How is he going to leave this situation? How is he going to escape this completed relationship? It's over, and then put an end to it. This is the Ace of Swords, but the sword is in the stone. He literally wants to stick it in the stone, if you know the Sword in the Stone movie, and he's the only one that can take that back out. It's done. Just leave it in there. Justice. Now, whether this comes up or out, I feel almost like looking at this, it's supposed to clarify the 10 of Cups, but whatever, I'm going to pull another card. The Justice. I'm going to clarify that because I see the 6 of Wands under here, and that's telling me like there's victory in leaving this situation. There is no love here. Actually, the 2 of Swords is coming out again. It was at the bottom of the deck, and that was kind of all. I'm kind of, you know, I should be doing the reading facing me, so I'm not sure exactly how this is going out. But point being, there's been clarity brought to this, and there will be justice brought to this situation. This person is ready to break free. There is no love here. Like, I am sorry, however you look at it, there's no love here. Even his energy, the Three of Swords, there's no freaking love here. With the Four of Pentacles, even his energy is like, I don't give a fuck. It really is. It's like, I don't want to be here. I can't leave soon enough. I feel like they have some petty arguments, to be honest with you, or like arguments where she's like, where she makes him feel like, oh, you're leaving me, or oh, you want to leave me all alone to my naked self, and I don't even have clothing on me, and like, what am I gonna do? And the funny thing is, in this card, I've never noticed that, but this woman has taken off her clothing on her own. The clothes are, there's like a wrap on the floor here. It's a very me energy, and also like, feel sorry for me. Look at me. Attention seeking. Look at what my person is doing to me. Look at how he's abandoning me, with the leaving me with the clothes on my back or off of my back. So who knows what this woman is up to or saying, okay? And with the Three of Swords here, there's no love. I'm sorry, the love is over. It's done. It's turned to a financial obligation, and I mean, it's done. This person is actually quite dependent on this masculine. Let's go to the masculine side now and see what's going on with him. Emphatically, please. Message. You know, and I will say this masculine wants love. So there's been a delay in the whole running away thing, but this isn't a card about running away. But I'm just saying with this in reverse, that's what the message is I'm picking up. Now, look at this. Okay, this is crazy, guys. So, oh, shoot, I'm getting so many messages. Give me a second. Okay, there's no more lies. This masculine doesn't want to lie anymore with the Seven of Swords in reverse. You know, I think there was a time when he had to make these plans and figure this out, but the truth is coming out that he wants to be gone. And get this, this is a beautiful thing here. We have the Emperor and the Empress. This person wants a connection with his true person. He may have thought at some point that the person he's with is the person that he was going to be with. But he realizes actually it's not like that. When he walks away, he's going to be, and look at that, justice coming out. When he walks away, I'm looking over here at this Five of Pentacles from this woman. She's going to be going, and there's money involved here with the Ace of Pentacles below it. She's going to be going from a queen to a beggar. This is a strong energy here. I don't know what this woman has done, but I think that this masculine, as much as he's not mean, he's sick of being used, okay? He's sick of that. He's not a doorknob, but he realizes he has been taking on a doorknob role for a bit here, just sitting in contemplation, you know, just sitting there. What am I going to do? What is this? I don't know. Should I stay? Should I go? I feel like that was past energy of him, and now he has his power back with the Magician card. So, Emperor, please. See what we have here. Strength for the Emperor to clarify the Emperor. He's no longer Six of Wands. He's no longer going to allow this woman to ride his back. Now, I don't know exactly what ride his back means, but I mean like ride his... like, I'm sorry, well, that too. He's no longer going to allow that. They're probably not having any intimacy. But like ride on his train, you know, like, I'm using the wrong words, but like, she doesn't get a free ride anymore. He doesn't want to be giving anyone a free ride anymore. That's what it is. It's, you know, completed. This woman, I'm picking up multiple messages here, because I will say this, the masculine wants to go to his person, but the message I also get is this masculine at some point thought this woman was his person, and she turned out to be money grubbing. This is a very dark card. This is the 10 of Pentacles, and this woman has horns on her head. She's almost forcing the dog to look to the camera. The dog is quivering. I feel like everyone around her is quivering, whether or not, you know, like, what is that? You know, like there should be like sign language signs or something like save me, save me. I feel like that's the energy here where the masculine is smiling, but he's like tapping his foot or looking very nervous, and only a certain type of person can pick up that scent with the dog here. You know, he probably had to put on a look for everyone. Now look at this. We're going back here to clarify this Empress energy here. Now, what I'm picking up here is this masculine did think at some time that this woman he was with was a special person, and it turns out she's out for money. Not only that, with the Lovers on the bottom, I'm almost feeling like she may have cheated on him as well. But the more important energy I get here is he came to a realization like, oh no, I picked the wrong one. So for some of you, yeah, you know what, whether you knew him before or not, he's still coming to the realization is I picked the wrong one. Look you can see, this is the green woman, green, money, hungry, green with envy. She's flashing him. She may have gotten him because maybe when she met him, there was like a strong sexual desire or there was sexual chemistry. And you know, that can really do a lot. It really can. And especially if it's used in a dark way. But he eventually at least sees this beautiful energy, this beautiful purple goddess, you know, and that has to do with the, I want to say third eye chakra, but I feel more like it's like the top of the chakra. I'm out of loss of words for now. Anyhow, so look at what card just fell out if you saw that happen there, and it fell out in the upright. And it was in the reverse because it was at the bottom of the deck. It's the Hangman. And so this is saying like this man came to a realization, I freaking went with the wrong person. I really did. Any plans? Let's ask for plans. What are the plans here? Ace of Pentacles. So this is an issue, and I see the devil sticking her head out there. There is a plan. The plan is to move forward, to go to the connection. Look at what we have here. The High Priestess, the Ace of Cups. But having to plan out this whole way of doing that without losing all their finances, without losing everything that they have worked for. And that is understandable. They don't want to lose everything. This woman, you know, I don't know what to expect. Okay, the cards are upside down. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify that. That's the Four of Cups. They're not just going to rush into this, and they're not just going to take any old route. This person has a plan. There's like a little bit of secrecy here as well. This person has a plan and they have a vision with the Three of Wands in reverse there. Like they're going to do it. They're not confused. They're not standing there like wondering what they're going to do. They have a plan. But there is also a delay in this plan is what I pick up. They're trying to make it happen, and there's something that's not to their standards or to their plan, to what they are wanting to do. It's like there's a blockage. There's something here. Let me look into this. The cup, that one cup. Four of Cups though. It's the Four of Cups. The Wands, the Knave of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we get it. Basically what it is before this person makes their move, there's some sort of a blockage with money. That's what it has to do with. I don't know if they are stalled on figuring out how they can separate and get what is rightfully theirs. You know, this guy has to jump a fence or jump a wall, and there's just something here. Like you see how he's so frustrated. He's like, okay, I got some of this in order here. He's like, but this one here, like, it's not what I want. It's not how it's going to fuck up everything. Something like that. And it has to do with finances and this marriage or whatever this commitment is, Hierophant. Like, you know what I pick up? And I'm picking up a very frustrated energy. He is like, how dare I have to hand everything over to her? Like, she got me. She does this type of an energy is what I'm picking up, okay? Seven of Swords in reverse. Look at Seven of Swords in reverse. I'm telling you, like, he's not lying about the fact that he wants to go. I feel like he's even telling her, like, listen, I'm gonna bring you to a safe spot. I'm gonna bring you wherever you want to go. I'm gonna drop you off and I'm gonna leave. But it ain't easy like that because this woman is hanging on. She wants her money. She's kind of using a controlling manner over him right now. Like, you're going to do what I say. I hear that. You're going to do what I say. I don't know if she's actually saying that or just... Because this woman is good with her words. I'm telling you, I've been there. You guys know, I tell you, I've been in this position. I've been in all many sorts of positions in my life. And that's what grew me to this spot of enlightenment and ending the old ways and becoming my better version of myself and not depending on a man or controlling a man. And I'm just telling you, who knows what she's saying to him, but she has something over him. He wants, and you know the worst part about it's not the funny thing. All this person wants to do is get away from her now. She's fucked things up. She really has. It's her fault, I think. Like, no matter what, this really wasn't supposed... This is a lesson. It was supposed to happen. It all is supposed to happen. But she has actually done this to herself. Because this masculine would never have left had he not realized that how dark and needy and fake this karmic is. Because this masculine is about commitment, responsibility, and we have accusation there. But more importantly, the commitment and the responsibility, that's what this person is about. But now he's looking into everything and seeing the truth. He's saying that this woman was, you know, she's a disillusionment, champion, humility. She's all about winning and looking a certain way. So that's why I say this woman actually did this to herself. This person, this karmic, did it to themselves. You know, they let their true colors show. Good. So back over to him. Plans. This is going on much longer than I thought because I'm enjoying it. So, okay, so I said, what's his plans? And look at that. 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, King of Wands on the bottom, Knight of Wands underneath that, and the Chariot. So I'll tell you this. This is very, very clear. Let's start here. This king, he's ready to leave. He's ready to take the action because the Knight of Wands is the action. The Chariot is the movement. He's ready to move away from this. She had him in this state where his wings were clipped, where he wasn't going to move. He was feeling really bad about everything with his heart chakra energy there, all beaten up and torn out. But no longer. This masculine is ready to literally take the action. And I hear, like, leave her. 8 of Wands, move away, become single. The both of them will become single. And isn't that interesting? Because I started off the love reading with the masculine being single. So I think you guys should watch that reading. I just posted it. I don't know what it's called right now, but I'm going to go and put a nice picture on there after and all that stuff. It's called Don't Worry. That's what it's called because that's the message of the day. Don't worry. This is all working itself out. That's amazing. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. 8 of Wands. Look at that. This person is leaving this connection. You know, unfortunately, and we have the Ace of Pentacles or 8 of Pentacles here. Unfortunately, I feel like a little heartbroken for this person, but it's okay. He's getting over it. Because I do think he really felt when he met this woman that it was, it's like it was his false twin. You know, they had a connection, but it really wasn't. It was a show. It was an agreement. They had an agreement. He liked making her feel good. He liked making her happy. He felt accomplished. He felt like a good person. This is the 6 of Cups, but she's alone in the playground in her own little world. It wasn't the connection that he thought it was. And there's a very strong energy here of a little girl trapped in a woman's body, who still is dependent on other people taking care of her. You know, Eight of Pentacles here, even the Knave of Pentacles. This couple could have been together for quite some time, for quite a long time, because it's like he goes from the Knave of Pentacles to this King energy. So he's grown. That's why he's so worried about his finances, everything he's worked for. Let's see the Nine of Pentacles. One more card, please. Oh, we have Nine of Pentacles at the bottom too. So there's been a wake-up call in regards to this situation. There really has. This masculine has awoken. Four of Swords in reverse. It's not even, you know, this is the thing. It's not even, sure, he's awoken. But this woman was suppressing him. I really feel like there was like, I don't know. I don't like to get into the magic stuff and all of that. But there's like energy work being done. Negative energy work. Controlling energy work she was doing that was keeping him suppressed. If you look in this card, there's a person in the coffin. She's sitting on a coffin. It's a Four of Swords. She's sitting on a coffin and there's a person stuck in there. You know, so that says a lot. And for it to be coming out in reverse, this person, this masculine's coming out. Now, I feel with this Knight of Cups, this is scary. Because this is what I'm picking up. This person actually has had to put on a bit of a show. Right, and not for other people, for her. For this karmic, he has had to somewhat fake some feelings for her at times because he's quite aware that she is after money. And that's, look at that, 9 to the 8 of Pentacles. This woman just wants a free ride. We already said that. He's become quite aware. So there was a time, I think after coming out of this shell or coming out of this coffin, coming out of the dead, coming out of the darkness, where he actually had to fake it a bit. Kind of fake it till you make it type of thing, and fake some feelings there and be like, yeah, like I do care about you. But, you know, it's probably like that, exactly like that. Like he would say things probably like this, like, I do care about you, but I think, you know, you're not happy with me. You don't want to be with me. Because I see those devil horns there. And, you know, you got to do what you got to do to get out of a dark situation. You really do. And let's just use an example. If someone's with a kidnapper, you know, not a kidnapper, not just a kidnapper. Let's just say like an abusive relationship. Let's just say someone's in a real abusive relationship. You can't just run out the door because the abuser is going to hurt you. So you kind of got to fake it. Like, oh, let's go get a coffee. Let's go outside and get something so you can get outside and run. So that's the type of energy here. Like this person kind of had to fake it a bit, and it's scary. I feel it's scary. And I feel like this, I feel the energy of like the little boy in him. Some fears like that, some sort of fears, like, I don't know where it comes from, but like the little boy in him, and that's what I'm hearing. So, okay. So the Devil card, no wonder he's scared. No wonder. And the Nine of Swords at the bottom, and that tells me, you know, this person is like, what is she gonna do? This woman could be, let me just take a good look at this card, because I am seeing something I've never saw before in this card. This woman is very dark. This woman probably does do some black magic. I don't want to talk like that, but I do see it, and I'll tell you why, just so I can make this clear. The woman's feet here, and I've never noticed this before, are hooves. They're not animal hooves, like normal, but they are hooves. And in the Devil card, the Devil has the same feet. You can't see it, I'm sorry, I need a better camera. But I mean, if you can kind of see her shoes, the tip of her shoes have a slit in them. And that reminds me of a hoof of like a goat or whatever, right? Or of the devil. And the devil here, the tip of his toes have a slit, which I guess you cannot see. I'm sorry. That's a waste of time to even try to show you. So that I'm picking up that this woman has a very dark energy to her and has used some dark energy to try and get what she wants. This is someone that may actually come off as being quite spiritual or something like that. She may have an image she portrays. It's dark. It's very dark. So I think I'm going to end it here with this. Let me pull a final message for this. Well, okay, I'll tell you this. I see this. This is my card of the return, except the thing is when the masculine returns to his empress, his true empress, he will be very beaten up, okay? Understandably. But look at what came out. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the World card. So that's a good sign because there's going to be something ending here and a new, this is a beautiful sign actually, because this for me is actually about this year, because the owl to me represents number 3. I don't even remember where I got that message from, but I've said that for the whole year. And this is a 3-year. We're moving on. Let me clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please. What the heck? Last message is this. Confusion over with. The Wheel of Fortune here. Oh, wait a second. She's going to know her fate. That's what I get here. She's going to know her fate. This is Knight of Wands in reverse. She's not going to be able to use the power she was once using. And what the power had to do with was causing confusion. That was something that she considered a strength. And we have the World card here. There will be an ending. More on the Queen here. Interesting. There will be an ending. The Wheel, the Knight of... You know, I think that this woman used to use sex as I don't know, power or sexuality, maybe in her magic or something like that in the power. But this is getting cut out. She sees this wheel turning. She sees her monkey business is getting cut out. This connection is getting cut out. I want to pull one more card because this is what happens. More on the, let's see, Temperance and the Queen of Cups at the bottom. There will be a solution that comes out of this. I'm sorry, but her fake energy is like overpowering. But she's going to have to bow out. There will be, she's going to have to bow out. She's going, this woman, this is actually a lesson for her too. This woman is going to have a fresh start. She is going to go on with her life and do whatever the heck she wants to do. But the lesson here for this woman is actually to learn to love her goddamn self and freaking become independent. To stop mingling, you know, and stop trying to keep something alive that's dead. To bow out. This woman almost has to bow out because she's causing so much karma for herself. So much resistance here. This woman has to learn to go from wanting to control people with this key in her hand, to control, she wants to control this masculine, to being into herself and loving herself. Her lesson is actually to learn to walk away. And that's why the walk away card came out in the beginning as well. Not only is she stopping the masculine 8 of Cupsing, she's stopping herself from moving forward. Because she wants to be a winner, so she likes a challenge. She likes a challenge to use her black magic on people and see if it works. That's the message. Okay, guys, so yeah, she's blocking her own blessings. That's actually a great way to put it. She is. And we've, for some of you, I admit it, I've been there. It was a good 15 years ago, but I've been here. And you do block your own blessings by focusing on someone else that doesn't want to be with you and trying to force them to be with you. You do block your own blessings. You have to allow. And you know, if you are in your situation and you're saying, well, he's acting like he doesn't want to be with me, you got to use your discernment there. This is, you know, are you living together miserable? No. That's what this is about. This is about a couple that's known to be together absolutely miserable. Your masculine, if you feel like, you know, he's not acting as though he wants to be with me, your masculine's probably going through a lot right now, and he's trying to clear this before he can move forward. So that's when you just got to surrender to the knowing in your heart. You know in your heart what your masculine feels for you. You really do. And sometimes our fear-based thinking can creep up and get in the way. So that's on you to use your discernment and to use your own internal like love and know you are loved. You are lovable. This connection is special. You are, if you're doing this, you're on this journey with the rest of us. Call it what you want. You don't have to call it a twin flame journey. It's a journey of union. This whole twin flame thing has actually, let's just put it this way. It's brought in awareness to people in miserable situations that want out and want to be in love. That's what this twin flame journey, let's call it that. It's something that has brought in a collective awareness to the masses that are unhappy and don't want to be where they are. And yes, there is going to be a transitional period, and it can be dark and it can be ugly. And it can be harsh, and the masculine may need some space. You may need some space. Take it, do it. The reading I just did, it said, look at springtime. That gives you a good few months to get some clearing going on. So anyhow, everyone, I thank you so much for being here and participating. I don't believe in black magic personally, but once I went to Paris and I found out it's real. So you don't have to believe in it, but it's there. Call it what you want. Probably the wording is what's off for you, because for me, I don't like the wording. But I think black energy is a good way to put it. And yes, people do sit there and say, I want this to happen and I want that to happen, and wish bad things on people. It's true. And, you know, and I told you guys when I was in Paris, like the shit that happened out there, I saw black magic is real. I didn't know it was real until then. So anyhow, it's a very powerful city. The reason why I found the black magic in Paris is because there's so much love in Paris. And that's why there's so much dark energy, you know, because they want to fight the love forces. Paris is so full of love, I can't even explain it, but there is so much dark magic there. Dark. I stepped on one of those pin dolls. I didn't realize it. And guess what? You know, I don't know if I told you guys this, but when I had stepped on the pin doll, I felt a poke. And I was like, what the fuck? And I freaked out. I'm like, what is poking me? And then the person I was with said, I didn't want to tell you, but you just stepped on, like, I don't know what they're called. Like, what the fuck? And I just started like, I'm like, oh my freaking God. But yeah, it exists. And I don't know why, but I'm always called to be in Paris. And someone had messaged me and said, the patron of Paris is actually Saint Genevieve. And maybe that's why I'm meant to be there. I do plan on moving to Paris. It's just a beautiful city. And it's not about, it's actually a normal city, but it's full of such complex energies, both high and low. But I really feel amazing there. And I just love it there. So anyhow, that brings me back. I am going to be going to Paris in a couple days. And I do have the love lock on my website. If you want to put a lock on the bridge, sign up on my website. It's only $33 for a lock. If you want a half an hour reading, I offer that as well for $88. And so send me the names, 2 names, yours and your person's name that you want on the lock. If you don't want to put names on the lock, because some of you may want to close out this year and put an intention, you know, give me the word you want me to write on the lock for you. I will take pictures of the locks when I write them out individually, I cannot guarantee I will take a picture individually on the bridge. Because last time I was there, I'm telling you, having that amount of locks, people were standing over me and the person I was with, watching us. It was just very like, you know, very weird. And I would like to just do that, get it done, take a collective picture. But I will send you a picture of the lock once I put your name on it, so you can see you have your lock, and I will go put it on the bridge. For me personally, because I've already put my name on my lock on the bridge, I'm doing an intention. You can put in a union or something like that. That's, some people have sent that request to have union written on there, or union to 2020, or you know, whatever it may be. So just keep it in mind if you're interested. But I am going to be closing that up soon, maybe within 24 to 48 hours, because honestly, I don't want to get overwhelmed with it, and I want to make sure I can connect with each person that sends in the request to do this, and do it really with patience and not rushed. I don't want to do this rushed. And I'm going to be locking it in there for the 333 portal, December 12th. Okay, guys, so thank you so much. And if you need to know my website, it's atouchoftarot.com. Everything's just a touch of tarot. Go to Instagram too, please. I love my Instagram. I'm going to go on there actually and do a reading for them. I'm loving Instagram. I'm learning Facebook. I'm not in love with it just yet, but I am on Facebook doing dailies. Not so much right now because I'm out here on this totally different time zone. But when I'm back in my environment, I'm doing the dailies. And also I'm really, you know, busy here right now. Readings are coming out for those of you. I even completed a few more today. I'm doing a few every day and sending them out, and the messages are amazing. Take me up on the, you know, do the Paris if you want to do it with a half an hour reading, and just mention in the notes you want the freestyle reading, because for the Paris reading, I was planning to focus on love. But if you want the freestyle reading for a half an hour, tell me in the notes. Or I have a freestyle reading offered on my website, and the messages I pick up during that have been so amazing. I don't know what word to use for it, but so helpful. I'm 100% sure it has definitely opened people's eyes to what is going on and how they can move forward in the best way, okay? So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your likes, and I enjoyed every second of this reading. I love doing these readings. It's like my little, I don't know, escape. And so yeah, thank you so much, okay? That's cool, freestyle reading. Yeah, the freestyle reading is amazing. So it's like no questions. It's just me picking up the energies. Sometimes I use a whole bunch of decks. But to be honest, lately with the freestyle readings, I've maybe used 3 decks, maybe 4, because the main message is so strong, and I can't leave the message until it's done and completed. So I'm like, oh my God, we're at 22 minutes, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to go on to another deck, but let's finish this message up, because I want to get advice, I want to get recommendation type of thing there for you as well, or whatever it may be that comes out. So anyhow, thanks everyone. Bye for now.